From the skies of World War II to the flight lines of Texas, the 560th Flying Training Squadron has carried a proud tradition of aviation across generations. Constituted in December 1942, the squadron began as a bombardment unit in the European theater. Through redesignations and reactivations as a heavy bomber squadron, a tactical fighter squadron, and finally in 1972 as a flying training squadron, the 560th found its lasting role, training instructor pilots in the T-38. The 560th became forever linked with Vietnam-era POWs. Since 1973, every repatriated pilot willing and physically able to return to flying came here to the 560th for at least one more flight. This so his last flight does not end in a shootout. After each freedom flight, fellow pilots and family would meet the pilot on flight line with champagne, celebrating the symbolic bookend to their POW experience. In all, the squadron has flown 215 former POWs as freedom flyers, many of whom returned to active flight status. This was the final chapter of Operation Homecoming. Today, Freedom Hall honors their legacy. Its museum is one of the largest collections of POW memorabilia in the nation, with artifacts donated by the freedom flyers themselves. The 7-by-7-foot square depicted on the carpet shows the size of the cells where POWs once lived for years. The walls of Freedom Hall depict their journey from combat to captivity, all the way through homecoming and to the reunions that continue each spring. The 560th story is not just about the past. Through the Pilot for a Day program, the squadron has welcomed children facing serious challenges.
So Pilot for a Day is one of the favorite programs that we have here in the 560th. It's an opportunity for us to reach out to the local community and connect with a child who's maybe struggling with a disability or an illness. We get to bring him in here to the squadron, put him in a flight suit, and show him what it's like to be a pilot for a day in the United States Air Force.
Each child becomes part of the squadron for a day, exploring aircraft, sitting in the cockpit, touring the tower, and sharing in the wonder of flight. Their smiles and stories have become part of the living history of the Chargin Cheetahs, providing yet another source of pride and inspiration to those lucky enough to have served here. As the 560th Flying Training Squadron deactivates, its spirit carries forward in the epic history of the freedom flyers, in the bright eyes of children who dreamed of flight, and in the lessons and wisdom passed from Cheetah instructors to generation after generation of fast jet instructor pilots. The squadron's name may stand down, but the legacy of the 560th will continue to fly on in every life it touched.